What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Collabs coming at you with a quick little tier list. This tier list is specifically for Velma. I repeat, specifically for Velma. So, if you're looking for a tier list for all characters, all the perks in general, that'll be coming out next. But this one's specifically for Velma. So, let me go ahead and start off with my top 5 S tier perks for Velma. Number 1, this ice projectile. I use it pretty much almost in every single match. If I'm using any of the other top 5 perks, this one's for sure always inside the mix. Just allows you to create your own space, hit somebody with projectile, they're instantly moving slower, their attacks are slower. It's just perfect to create your space and help zone. Even 1v1s, 2v2s, 1v1s, you hit somebody with a projectile, you're able to create that space, put your own ice down and run away. 2v2s, you can just peel for your teammate. All the people that try to go back and chase them, they're just slowed down. Next one, debuff ability refund. Works hand in hand. Ice projectile. I used to run these together. Kind of run them sometimes depending on matchup, but the ice projectile will debuff them, or her armor break move can weaken them. So those are also 2 debuffs. Her ice move that you put on the floor can also debuff by freezing them or whatever, or weakening them. Each time you hit them, that'll be minus half a second on the cooldown. And if you're stacking it, that's 1 second off of each cooldown, which you can spam your ability so fast. You can just keep shooting projectiles over and over and over. You play it right. You hit somebody with your projectile, they have the freeze effect. Or if you keep on using your armor break and weakening them, and if you throw your own ice on the floor and just keep hitting them over and over, you'll keep having abilities to keep spamming. Third, we know the triple jump. You need that on every character, no matter who you're playing. So for ones, it's especially vital. You hit somebody up, you want to be able to, do what you need to do to get them out, knocked out, juggle them out. That one's kind of self-explanatory. You get the hit, you could jump again. Tasmanian Trig, slept on perk. I don't think people really realize how much 15 increase base knockback influence really is. And if it's stacked 25%, like there's so many characters, Wonder Woman, like majority of the tanks, Wonder Woman, Superman, Iron Giant, they get knocked out, they go up the map, and then they just come floating right back down. You're like, what the fuck? But with this, that's not an option. If they go out, more than likely it's that little percentage boost that you needed for them to actually, get knocked out of the map. Next one. What was the 5th one? Oh, the 5th one, make your reindog. These are all good, no particular order. Make your reindog speeds up your projectiles. It's pretty simple. You just kind of want it, especially in 1v1 situations. In 1v1 situations, you're less likely to get your projectiles off. And when you do get them off, you want them to hit. It's just that simple. When you do get them off, they're going to try to jump up and dodge around and just force them to miss. You want to be able to have them have the greatest chance of hitting. We'll go to fire projectile. We'll go ahead and put that in B tier. It's not the worst. The igniting is not the worst. It's good damage, but there are better perks that you can use. That's not all, folks. D tier. Not using that. Not on Velma for sure. Like somebody like Bugs, it could be cool. Like you can use this on somebody like Bugs because you're really flying off the map, really dive heavy. Like I see Bugs Bunnies jumping off the map more than any other character to finish a kill. Refreshing ring roll. Wait, what does this say? Refreshing some shit. See, this one's decent. Like this one's not a bad pad perk at all. I don't know what to put a B or C. It's not the best on the Velma, obviously, but can be pretty good. If somebody's edge guarding you and you're going up and you use her armor break move and you knock them out, like you won't even have to worry about anything. Like you can for sure have your air attacks refreshed. So that's perfect. That's just a great perk in general. It's not the best on Velma, but it can be used. This one's poop. Don't even use it. This one I put A tier. Like you're always gonna be debuffing somebody in some way, especially if you use ice projectile, and then just that 5% extra damage is gonna more than likely always be there if you just if you play it right and keep stacking your debuffs. Dodge distance, I'll put C tier. It's not completely useless, but it's not too many times where you're gonna be dodging out of your attack. As Velma, it's not really too. Elasticity, I think that's very matchup dependent. Can save you in a lot of different situations. Great against playing against annoying ass Jakes. 1 in 10 powers. I'll put C tier. It's not completely useless, but it's kind of like you guys have to stay next to each other, and there's so much movement in this game, so much up down movement, so much left right, like horizontal up down. Like there's just so much movement in this game that you just can't always be next to your teammate. So like if you guys plan for it and play around it specifically, it could be a better perk. But like if you're playing, especially if you're playing a random, don't even think about running that perk because they're not staying there. Like that's something you would really have to plan for and just play around it. Knowing you have it and just play around it. Invulnerability recharge. I'll say C. Sniper. 15% increased damage is crazy. If you stack this badge, it's actually crazy. Like this is gonna be for sure a sleeper one. I don't think too many people are gonna like really run this on Velma. I think it'll be useful if you stack it and then it reflects. Like the reflect, that might make it better, way better. But just for it to just be destroyed, if you neutral dodge anyways, like that shit's gonna be gone anyways. Strong never terrible. Like they can just sit there and outwait. Like it's only 5 seconds, 7 seconds on stack. They can sit there and wait it out and say, nah, we're not gonna attack you. We're gonna run away and wait for your shield to be gone. You receive a 10% longer vulnerability window. It's actually very good. That's poo-poo. You need to get hit to get the item to activate. Like you literally need to take damage from a projectile, then you get the refund. It's not really worth it. This one could be really good depending on who you're playing against, getting that armor. And then especially like if they stack it to 3 seconds having that armor. Projectile bug. This one's really good if you're going against like somebody like Velma or Tom and Jerry. But other than that, if you're going against somebody where you're not really getting hit by too much projectiles, you're not really wearing it. But like I said, this is for Velma, so Velma, if you're playing against another Velma, I guess it'll move higher up, but I'll just put a C somewhere. Like it's not terrible, but it's situational. Definitely situational. Single bound, jump height. Increased jump height is cool, but having a triple jump is kind of like it's not really needed. Like if you have triple jump, you could damn near touch the top of the map. So yeah, it's not really needed. Leg day champ. Oh wait, I think that one's jump speed. I think this one's jump speed. Yeah, jump speed. And then this one's jump height. Yeah, this one's jump height. So yeah, got those backwards, but they're both in the same spot pretty much. Hit me if you're able to. Increase dodge speed. Goated on Velma. She dodges pretty slow. Dead shot, pretty good. 10% increase on all your projectiles. So unlike the sniper, you have to hit them from far away. Dead shot, you can just hit them point blank, or you can hit them from deep. You can hit them mid range. You can hit them anywhere. As long as you hit them with a projectile, you're getting your low boost, your damage increase. Really, ability refund on dodge. I'll put A because any cooldowns you can get on Velma. Same thing with CoffeeZilla. Any cooldowns you can get on Velma is so strong. So you can be able to spam more, throw down more abilities, and peel for, like, especially in 2v2 situations, peel for your teammates a lot better, more consistently. Gravity manipulation, your team. Fast fall speed, B. It's not terrible. Definitely not terrible. There's like certain like times you would need to use it. Can get you out of certain juggle combos because they'll be expecting you to fall at a certain time, and then you just fast fall like it's that slight bit faster, so then their timing's messed up. It's not terrible. Definitely not terrible. Not the best to use on here, but definitely not terrible. If you come into a situation where you're just like getting juggled completely, you can't dodge, you might want to experiment, throw that on. Pierce motivations. Mm, like I hear this is really good. I haven't tried it personally on Velma or any color in characters for that. I haven't tried it at all. But I hear like once your teammate gets knocked out, you pretty much get like you go crazy. You go turn Super Saiyan. You got God mode. You turn Shaggy type beat. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like I said, I haven't tried that, so that's something I'm just put there because I ain't tried it. 5% increased dodge distance. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's one of those. It's cool. I guess I'll put a C. It's like it's whatever. Air acceleration. This one helps with your Sair. Your Sair, like you can go crazy with your Sair. You put that on, but like there's just so many better ones. It's kind of like why would you? This perk used to be so much better, but it's one of those perks. It's like if you have this too bloated, it's gonna be toxic. It's gonna be exploited. Nobody's gonna be dying. Like it's in the middle. It's not terrible. It used to be so broken, but they had to, put it into a spot where it's pretty balanced. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. And if you combo it up with certain people, like I played with LeBron when I was using this perk, and then he had the ally. Whenever he passes the ball to his teammate, they get gray health. Plus, I was playing Velma, and I had the one where when he picks up the evidence, he gets gray health. So we literally damn near had unlimited gray health. Every time somebody lose their gray health, I'll just shoot it. Then with a projectile, he'll get it back, or he'll throw a basketball, I'll get gray health. He'll pass me a ball, I get gray health. He'll collect evidence, he gets gray health. Like stacking the gray health like that, it's so crazy. You literally just have unlimited gray health damn near. Speed Force Assist. I think this is good on any character, but Velma already runs at a pretty decent speed, and just seeing her move across the speed, or seeing her move across the screen like she's Finn or something, it's actually crazy, especially stacked. They couldn't put this at like 10, 15% because they know it'd just be too bloated. So it's one of those perks like really good, could be slept on. I don't think too many people are sleeping on it, but I just don't. I think there's more important perks to prioritize, especially if you're playing Velma. Collateral damage, I put that D. I mean, people have to test it more. I don't know. I see, like, I just don't think they'll put something like completely garbage, useless in the game. Like, it doesn't seem like it's doing much. Like, I just see like a spider. It doesn't seem like it's doing much, but it probably is. It probably is doing probably good for something. Trained targets, hitting enemies while hit stun. Hmm. See, this is more for like the combo characters, mm, like you hit stun, but you're not like constantly hit stunning people. Like I'll say like C tier, and the rest of these three, they're just not for garbage tier. So what we got next? We got Ice Projectile, we got Debuff Ability Refund, Triple Jump, Tasmanian Trig, Make It Rain. These are for sure S tier. Like for Velma, literally, no doubt in my mind about it. Now I can rearrange these A tier ones, and I'm gonna put these ones in like the S tier ones. They're in no order, but I'll put these ones in the order like how I personally feel. Like Coffeezilla better, Speed Force Assist. Dodge armor hit me away. Yeah, that's shot. Where's the one for? Oh yeah. So like, I'll personally put it like this for the A tier. Like this one specifically is gonna be first because, like I said, if you have this one on, or you had even the ignite one, or just basic, or you don't even have to have either one of them on. You just putting your eyes down and using your armor break, then you're gonna consistently have people debuffed and just that 5% damage. Like let's say somebody's already weakened, they're already taking that damage increase from being weakened, and then you have this on. It's like it's so crazy. You can just see the damage stacking on top of it. It's so crazy. But I would have to say Coffeezilla second because any cooldown on Velma is just so vital. Just being able to throw that ability out half a second earlier, and just be able to peel all that much better. Ability refund also same thing. Like this one might be crazy because like it might be even before that. Like this one, I had Coffeezilla there because it's like automatic refund, but like this one, I don't think they're like a cooldown, so you can literally just keep dodging and just keep on getting your abilities back. Like that might be crazy. That might be something to look more into detail with. I only used like once or twice, a couple times pretty much, but I know just basically like any extra cooldowns for Velma is fire, so you have to put that one up there. Dead shot, increased damage from projectiles. Yeah. The only reason why this one's above the shirt cannon sniper is because the sniper one you have to be at a certain distance. So, for example, what's the map? So say for example you're on Batcave, it's gonna be a lot harder to get this shirt cannon sniper badge to work in comparison to the Deadshot. The Deadshot one, you can just spam projectiles, it's gonna work. But the shirt cannon sniper on Batcave, you might have to literally go shoot from car to car. I don't know what the exact range is, but you might have to shoot from car to car. Who knows how like far the actual shooting from far distance is. So that's the reason why I have that one on. It's kind of like map dependent, but not necessarily map dependent, because I'm pretty sure even on Batcave you can still pull it off. It's just gonna be a little bit harder. Speed Force Assist, anybody moving faster is always just crazy. I mean, you could just look so cheesy just moving fast. You literally have the opponent scared just by the way you're moving. Increased speed. Her dodges are pretty slow. She can get caught. She can get mixed very easily. Only like self kill she has like the ice and running around it, and her cooldown reduction ability. Forgot the name of it, but when she throws a book, that's like her best pill. Like they'll just go flying back. Dodge armor, suit neutral dodging armor. I say that abilities like be so fire. Stack getting that armor, 3 seconds. Fire projectile. I would like to see slight, not even like nothing crazy, like a slight buff. Like I think it only does like it burns them for like 4 damage or something extra, 2 damage extra. Like we should do like at least like 7, 8, you know, 8, 9, 10 damage. Like ticks, like burning type, not instant. Just like burn 2 for all that 4 seconds. Like boom, tick, 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 but for 2 or something like 3. 3 might be too much. That's 12. So yeah, like 2, 2.5 each second. But yes, it's not bad. It's always like you adding that a little bit extra damage, refreshing ring out. We went over that one. That one's fire. Situational though, like you're not always gonna be in situations where you're just forced to be chasing people down to ring them out. A lot of times with Velma, you're able to just laser beam somebody out. Elasticity, matchup dependent. If they're somebody like Batman who's gonna dare you, and then you're just gonna just get knocked down against the floor and then go flying out immediately. Like somebody like that somebody that's very vertical could just knock you against a wall and just send you flying out easily. Slippery customer, gravity manipulation, aerial combat. Like these are all valid ones. Just better perks, just better possibilities. This one I wouldn't even necessarily say is better. Right? I'll put that at the back. Projectile Great Heal, we talked about it. Like the Great Health could just be crazy. Dodge distance. See, I'm just put that one at the edge because I do not use that perk. Might be slept on. I don't know. 20% increased dodge distance. Like the 20% might be crazy. That might go crazy. I might just test that. I never tested it stacked. Wonder Twin Powers activate. You receive. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to put this one like back there too. Leg day champ, increase jump speed, dodge distance. I might put this one like right there. Alright, so yeah, C tier will be looking like this. I just don't like the destroying the enemy projectile. I like reflecting it's gonna be fire, but you would literally have to stack this perk, and I don't know. I think there's better perks to use in general for Velma overall. And then we go to D tier. That's not awful. I tried this. It's actually not a bad badge is just not really useful for Velma because hopefully by the time you're knocking someone out, you have at least like one air special left, and then you can pretty much more than likely make it back to the platform. You just hit you a quick little whatever that book move is called. You use that book move, and then you just double jump back on the platform like you usually safe, no matter most circumstances with Velma. This one, I don't know. I wish the shock did a little bit more. Like you'll sit there and run around on the floor for 4 seconds, and I think this badge is yeah, some of these badges, their descriptions might not be correct, but because now this one's 4 seconds to 2 seconds, but you'll literally run around on the floor for 4 seconds, get the effect on your hands, use it on somebody, and look, and it seems like it did nothing. Like that's why it can't be up here with this, because if the fire projectile, you at least see it doing something. You see the emblem of it telling you to ignite, so you at least can get a feeling like, okay, it did something. It did that, even though it's not the most damage, it's just like a little bit extra damage. This one does a tiny bit of damage, and then it can also hurt your teammates. So it's like, what the fuck, man. This ability, refund getting hit, like the whole thing is you get hit to get the refund, so it's kind of like, all of these ones are just kind of like badges. It's like there's no point in using them, but if you want to experiment, go ahead. Like vertical damage boost, you're not really like, it's not vertical. Like horizontal damage boost, yeah, she's horizontal, but you would much rather have like projectile damage or projectile speed or debuff ability return. Like, so if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna have more multiversus videos coming soon. #1 Velma in my house, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. Later.